What's up? I hope everyone's having a good start to their Christmas week. It's the weekend, and as we take a look at your temperatures, 35 in Chattanooga, 30 in Cleveland, 27 in Murphy. So yes, we're starting off Christmas week on a chilly note, but as we get into the afternoon, it's going to warm up quite quickly. Now we got our sunrise right at 7:45, sunset 5:33. We will climb, I would say, close to 60 degrees. Mix of sun and clouds today, a little bit breezy at times, falling back into the 50s at night. Of course, yesterday was the winter solstice, so we are going to start to gain a little bit of daylight each day. Just seconds today, but it'll turn into minutes by January. And look at that. We'll gain about 30 minutes of daylight between now and the end of January, and then another couple minutes by the time we get into February. So those sunsets going to start to get later and later in the day as we progress through the winter season. Here's a look at the overall temperature trend. Still looking like there's a good chance of above normal temperatures, not only through Christmas, but shortly thereafter into the upcoming weekend. Could be a cool down coming towards the end of the month, the last couple days of December, but for now, we're locked into this very, very warm pattern. I mean, we're talking near record highs from Christmas Eve all the way through Saturday, and it looks like Christmas Day might end up being the warmest day. Again, record is in red. That's your daily record, and the forecast high is in that orange shade. And for Christmas Day, well, the warmest Christmas we ever had officially in Chattanooga was back in 1955, where it hit 75. As of now, forecasting 74, but there's a pretty good chance that we could tie or maybe even beat that record depending on how much sunshine we can get throughout the day and how much cloud cover may be moving in. And here's a look at some of your Christmas Day records. Back in 1983, we were kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, dropping all the way down to -2. We've had as much as 4 inches of rain and as much as 5 inches of snow. And again, that's officially at the records taken at the Chattanooga airport. As we take a look at your satellite radar, high pressure building into the mid-Atlantic. We have a couple of higher clouds moving in, but all in all, it is a quiet start to your Christmas week. So if you're doing any holiday travel later today or tomorrow, really not going to have any active weather. So as we take a look at your futurecast, a little bit of cloud cover building in. We'll have kind of a mix of sun and clouds over the next several days. That cloud cover becomes a little bit thicker tonight. Can't rule out maybe a sprinkle or two as we get into the overnight in the first part of Tuesday morning. But again, any of these little green dots are going to be very, very light rain, maybe just some drizzle. And then as we continue into Tuesday, the winds pick up once again out of the south, really going to start to warm up. We're going to have some very warm temperatures here as we move into not only Tuesday, but beyond all the way through the weekend. Here's a look at your potential rainfall. Again, there could be sprinkles throughout the week, but it's not going to be a big deal, barely enough to even wet the ground. And rainfall over the next 7 days, maybe just a couple hundredths of an inch. Now by Sunday, we may get a few showers back in the forecast, but that's if that front gets through us. It may be a little bit later into next week, but at the time being, it looks like Christmas week is going to be relatively dry. Today, 60 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds. Again, it is going to be a bit breezy at times. We could have those gusts of 15 to 20, maybe 25 miles per hour, and that's that southerly wind. So that's really going to help to warm us up. And then tonight, we're going to fall back into, I would say, the upper 40s to lower 50s. Cloud cover really going to start to build in overnight, so temperatures aren't going to drop all that quickly. And then as we look ahead to your next 7 days, so again, a few sprinkles possible Tuesday and Wednesday. Christmas Eve, near record high. Christmas Day, near record high. And that's going to be the trend all the way through Friday and Saturday. I mean, mid-70s as we get closer and closer to January. Again, the first day of winter was yesterday. So I think the seasons may be confused here.
Yeah.
At least the days start to get longer. I mean, I really need that.
I think we all need that. I mean, just a couple seconds gain today, but that, again, will turn into a couple minutes by January. And before you know it, sunset's back at 8.
There we go. And we've got the, with the more time with the sun, the warmer temps this week too. It just blows my mind. 72, 74 later this week. Yep. Thanks, Clay.